Okay, shall we start? Very good evening. Yes, friends. How are you? All good? So I think yesterday ma'am started with sixth class geography, na? Okay. Ma'am has to go out something for emergency work. So I'll continue with the second class. But before that, just we'll have a quick revision. You tell me now what is a planet? What is the difference between a planet and star? Uh, Planets do not. Star gives light. Examples of star? Sun is a star. What about moon? Is it a star or planet? It's not definitely a star. Maybe a small planet kind of thing, but it's not a planet. इतना बड़ा size नहीं है. It's rotating. It's rotating around Earth, so it is called a satellite. So a satellite is basically something which rotates around you. If you are rotating around a girl, you are a satellite. For her. That's the thing. Actually, basically, our satellites are artificial satellites. What is natural satellite? Moon is a natural satellite. Okay. So basically, a star emits light, sometimes heat also. The classical example is in our solar system, sun is the classical example of star. Planets, there are how many planets are there? What are the planets? Okay. So what are called inner planets? What are outer planets? No, no, not exactly. No. Why they are called inner planets? See, there is a belt in between inner planets and outer planets. That's called asteroid belt. Okay. So you have lot of stones in that asteroids. So those planets which are inside them are inner planets. Why it is called as inner planets basically? What is the difference between inner and outer planets? Huh. Excellent. Excellent. They have rocks. They are made up of solid particles. What about outer planets? It's just a gas. That is why it is very big. This Saturn, Uranus, Jupiter, and all, they are, let's say, 20 times bigger than Earth, 30 times bigger than Earth. But itna mass nahi hai. It is full of made up of gases, dust. It is just a gas ball, dust ball. Outside there is a debris is there. You have arcs. What do you call some circles? They have a special term. Huh? Ring, exactly. But inside it's just gases. So inner planets is composed of rocks, minerals. It's then still Mars. After Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, all gaseous planets, outer planets. So inner planets are dense, outer planets are not dense. They are just made up of gases. So in between there is a belt, that asteroid belt. After that there is no rocks. So all the rocks are here. After that it's only dust. Okay, that's a big difference, right? I think just a quick revision of this. And what else? So if you look at the picture, and I think they have asked about star. What is North Star? It's also called as pole star. It was asked once in UPSC film. Basic question from 6th NCERT geography they have asked. Okay, not that. इसके अलावा there are questions also. I'll tell you as we progress. They have asked from 6th NCERT. So it's always in the north direction. It's called pole star. So in Indian thing, it's called as Saptarishi, because if you calculate from there, seven stars constellation you can see. Seven stars constellation. Okay, that's called Saptarishi. Okay. So iske alawa there are many constellations. First you should know what is a constellation. What is a constellation? A group of stars that shows in a particular pattern. There is a star called Big Bear, Small Bear. It looks like a bear. That constellation, if you draw, if you map, it looks like a bear. Okay, that's called constellation. Basically, that's an imaginary thing. Okay, so the Saptarishi is very important. In that, North Star is very famous. So even in Indian customs, right after marriage, the what do you call it? The Prohita will look at the sky and tell you to see a particular star. Usually, that star is not visible. He is referring the North Star. Soon after the marriage, if you look at the star, it brings some auspicious thing to you. So it has been always so that's called that is one type of concept. It always shows the north direction. So in in dark night you don't know the direction. So the direction can be found with the help of North Star. Okay. So pole star, North Star, I think planets. So if you see, look at the picture, na? So there is a asteroid belt. So before the asteroid belt, all the planets are made up of solid particles. So after the asteroid belt, it's all made up of gaseous particles. Okay, that's the difference. And comes here, sun, planets, you all know, and the sun has some some force, some gravity that keeps the planets alive. So since sun is there, it has some gravitational force. That's why planets are all sitting in one particular path, or else it will rotate in different paths. It won't orbit in it will orbit in different paths. Okay, so sun keeps that power because of the sun, because of the sun's gravitational force. The planets are following a particular kind of elliptical path. Okay, fine. And can I think these are all discussed earlier, na? So you tell me now, what is the difference between asteroid and meteoroids? Okay, good. Huh. Both are rocks. What is the difference between asteroid and meteoroid? Good question. Na, sahi question hai na. You would have heard multiple times, but you should tell me exactly. Bigger rocks. Bigger rocks. Asteroids are bigger rocks. They also rotate. Okay. For example, this always there is one movie which was shot by Hollywood, Armageddon or Ambergeddon. Amber. So an asteroid is coming towards Earth. Okay. So that asteroid will fall anytime. If it falls, what happens? Many places will destroy. है ना? It will damage a very huge place. For example, think about asteroid falling on New York City. The whole New York City will be gone, and there will be a huge hollow. A lake will be found. For example, there is a lake called Lonar Lake in Maharashtra. It is an asteroid lake. What is meteoroid? वो भी रॉक है इतना इतना है but they'll be coming around the earth, but because of the earth gravitational field it will be pulled. So when the meteoroids are pulled, it will come towards the earth, na? So it has to travel via different layers like thermosphere, exosphere. When they travel via that layer with a very high speed, it will be falling, it catches fire. So when you look at the sky, there will be, like like firecrackers work, like firecrackers, it will fall. That is called shooting star. Okay, people say, na, when you look at a shooting star, pray something that will happen. Okay, these are all called meteoroid. That shower is called meteoroid shower. Okay, meteoroid shower. You can guess. Usually the astronauts guess when will meteoroid shower will happen. Okay, so that you can make a wish. Okay, that's called meteoroid. So before there is falling, there is a term. After falling, there is a term. Those things are given. Okay, meteoroids, meteoroid shower. Okay, asteroids are rocks. For example, you can say Pluto as an asteroid nowadays because Pluto doesn't qualify the conditions for a planet. So these are all bigger objects. For example, there is a mission called DART mission. Write it down, DART, and search about it. NASA sent a mission to a particular asteroid called Benny to collect samples from the asteroid. That is called DART mission. You check about DART mission. Okay, it is important. So think about it. Na? One particular mission went to a particular asteroid. It made a forced landing. It collected some particles. It came back to Earth. It came back to Earth and it gave the samples. Okay, so these are all asteroids, and they talk about galaxy. You know what is a galaxy? Collection of stars. So inside the star you have a solar system planet. So that looks like some kind of Milky Way kind of thing. It's called Akash Ganga in Hindi. The nearest one very often we see is Andromeda galaxy. In many star photography, you see a galaxy comes towards the Earth na, that you cannot watch in naked eye. Definitely, you cannot watch in naked eye. If you go to Chile, there is a desert. Okay, what desert is there? Chile. Atacama. What is the desert name? Atacama is in Atacama Desert. If you go there, you can see night sky is there. In the same way, if you go to Falkland Islands, you can see. If you go to some places, you can see, but it won't be visible, clearly visible. But you can see bunch of stars. So these are called Milky Way, which are distant planets, solar system, millions of galaxies. Okay, right? I think this is a quick revision of first chapter. I think it would have been useful, no? Yes, yes or no? So let's go to this second chapter. Okay, the second chapter is again an interesting chapter. This talks about latitudes and longitudes. Okay. Um, Oh, we have AI assistant. Ask AI assistant. Okay, let's open the board also. Sense board. Where is it located? It looks beautiful. Which place is this? Slovenia. Okay. Fine. Is this here? Pura dark. Uh, how to change the background now? Tools. I don't want a black background. What shall we go with this black background? Is that okay? Okay, chalo. Okay, okay. Fine. Clear all. Okay, fine. See, in this latitudes and longitude chapter, yes. So we'll discuss something. Okay. What is this? Two colors are coming? Latitudes and longitudes. Okay. Okay. So you tell me what is so before here they'll talk about what is latitude, longitude. But before going to latitude, longitude, what is the reason for latitude, longitude? To identify the places, to demarcate, to divide the earth into different zones. Okay. So what kind of shape is earth? What is the shape of earth first? What is the shape of earth? Not exactly circular. Not exactly spherical. Geoid shape, right? Only you have to be very confident. See, earth is not circular in shape, है ना? It's not perfectly circular. So earth is called earth shape. Actually, earth looks like this. It is thoda sa flat on the top and the bottom. Okay, it is thoda sa flat on top and bottom. So this shape is called earth shape. What shape? Because no object is there in this shape. That's why it's called earth shape. It's also called as geoid shape. Okay, thoda basics. Okay, fine. So that's why it's called earth shape or geoid shape. Okay, and basically, and since we have already started, what is geography basically? You tell me now, what is geography? Study of earth. And what is geography? What is study of earth is simply, you're telling only one part of geography around us. Basically, geography is study of earth. Good, that is good. Okay, and actually, geography is the study of Earth and humans and their relationship between them. It's not only about, if you study Earth alone, you're just studying the physical features. But you are going to study Earth and the relation between the Earth and humans. Okay. So, for example, in India, right now it's summer. It will be scorching heat. In Delhi, the temperature is going to 50, 50 to what not, I don't know to when it will reach other maximum temperatures. So we have, but if you go to these cities like European cities, specifically London, the island city, United Kingdom, the weather is, very different. There will be some sunshine, immediately it will rain, and then immediately it will be cloudy because it is situated in such a, different horizon, matlab in a temperate zone, along with the seashore and certain other factors. The temperature is very different. So they often look at the weather. The sky is good today. The weather is fine. Sunny morning. You would have seen all these commentaries in cricket because the weather is like that. Okay. So weather is important only when humans needs it. Huh? So that is why geography is not just studying physical places. You study about human geography, you study about economic geography, you study about transport geography. So many things are there. Minerals, transport, communications, borders, rivers, mountains, resources. So many things are there. So studying the earth and its relationship with humans. Okay. So fine, let's come back to this. So, Earth, if this is so this is the shape of Earth. Okay. Next, so first, so this Earth is there, and do you know in which direction this rotating? Okay, what direction? Anti-clockwise, right? And the west to east or east to west. So which place is called land of rising sun? Japan. In that case, how the Earth should move? What the Earth usually rotates from west, SC, from west towards east. Um, so that's why the sun rises first. Okay. Rotation of Earth. Let's check. Okay. And these are all some little concepts. Okay, it will help you. Okay. Um, direction of from west to east. Okay. It will go like this. From west to east. That's why it's located in the eastern corner. That's why it's called. It hits the sun rays first hits the Japan. That's why it's called land of rising sun. Okay, and okay. So can you see the Earth rotates on its axis relatively to the sun every 24 hours mean, with an inclination of 23.545 degrees from the plane of its orbit around the sun. Okay, what is that inclination? What is that inclination? Earth. So Earth is there. No, it's like this. Okay, sun is here. Okay, for example, I'm just giving an example. Is it rotating in this direction? Just like that? Tell me, na? What exactly? Can you see Earth is there? That is, for example, this is Earth, and here it is Sun. So whether the Earth is rotating just like that, okay, that is fine. It's rotating like this. In between center Sun is there. All no, no, now I don't know. Go on to go back to the school thing. The Earth rotates like this. In the center Sun is there. But what exactly? How it is rotating? It's rotating like this or thoda sa tilted? Tilted. है ना? Why it is tilted? That we don't know exactly. It's because of many other reasons, rock structure, this, that. But as of our knowledge, the Earth is thoda sa tilted. Okay. Now can you see? The tilt is around 23 and a half. Okay. Something like that. So they say there is an inclination. From there, it is from here it is tilted 23 and a half degree. That much knowledge you have. So that small inclination, na, that is making a lot of changes. So as we go, the weather changes, season changes, everything is happening because of the tilt. If the tilt is not there, north hemisphere and southern hemisphere will be same. Okay, the tilt is there because of north hemisphere. See, winter, summer won't be there because of that tilt. Because of that small tilt only, we have winter, we have summer, we have spring, autumn, equinox, whatever it is. If the tilt is not there, that won't happen. Okay, thoda sa tilted. That's why that because of the thoda sa tilt, we are getting lot of heat. Okay, if it is plain, same. I'm just getting an important call. Let me. மேம் சொல்லுங்க மேம். சொல்லுங்க மேம். ஹலோ. ஷூர். சொல்லுங்க மேம். சரி மேம், நான் ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணிட்டேன். ஒரு சின்ன அடிஷன் டெலிஷன் மட்டும் இருக்கு, அதை நான் பண்ணிட்டு உங்களுக்கு அனுப்பிச்சுட்றேன். நேற்றே ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணிட்டேன் நான். நான் கொஞ்ச நேரத்தில் உங்களுக்கு அனுப்பிச்சுட்றேன். ஓகே ஓகே. தேங்க்யூ. Okay, so there is a small tilt. Because of the tilt only, this all these things are happening. But before we go to that rotation and all those things, let's study about the structure, how this Earth is there, and how they differ, differentiated different zones. Before we go to this latitude and longitude, let's also get to know something about the Earth. Okay, so let's again. Okay, don't ask me why you're drawing in a spherical shape. Okay. So there is this imaginary line. What is this imaginary line in center of the earth? What is that? Latitude only, but what is that imaginary line? Tell me correctly. Now that is the center of the earth. What is that? Don't tell me like that. What is that center line? Simple, yeah. Don't think much. What is the line? What is the imaginary line that is running in the center of the earth? Yeah. Uh, yes, equator. Yes or no? Equator is an imaginary line that is running in the center of the earth. So equator actually divides Earth into two equal halves. Like as you cut an apple, you get two like that. So this is an imaginary line for our convenience. Okay. So what is this imaginary line means? If there is sun, here sun is there, sun rays will fall directly on equator. And it will fall directly straight. See the if you are living in equator every day, 12 o'clock the sun will hit you here. If you go out exactly at 12 o'clock, the sun will kiss you here. Okay. But not every place will have that luxury. Only in equator you have. That's why the climate in equator is different. Tell me now any example of countries in equator. Any example? No, no, not at all. India is not in equator. India, what country? India is a what country? What type of country? Tropical country. Because most of the regions are in tropical region. What about Delhi? Delhi क्या है? Delhi equator tropical. Tropical? No. Yes or no? It's subtropical. Okay. So first we'll draw this. Okay. First understand carefully. Okay. This is called equator. You got it now? This is called 0 degree latitude. Okay. Latitude are lines which are passing in this direction. Okay. And we have one more imaginary line here. Exactly at 23 and a half degree. Okay. 23 and a half degree north. And here again 23 and a half degree south we have. So what are the two lines? And Tropic of Capricorn. Okay. Tropic of Cancer. Tropic of Cancer. Here this is called Tropic of Capricorn. है ना? Got it right. So let's draw some diagrams here. Okay. Something like this. Okay. So what is the importance of this zone? What is the importance of this zone? It receives direct sunlight, so this place is very hot. So this region is called what? Torrid zone. Okay, torrid zone is the zone between 23 and a half degree to 23 and a half degree north and south. So this area receives maximum heat. All the direct sunlight will hit directly, like if you the sunlight will shoot here. All that. But after 23 and a half degree north and south, what will happen? Tell me now any examples. The sunlight will not hit directly. Okay, it will slant down. Okay, I'll give you an example. So this is sun, this is earth. So sunlight is hitting these areas directly. ठीक है ना? Yes or no? But after this, it is hitting slantly, uh, like this, like this. So what is the purpose of slanting? If the sunlight hits slant, what happens? The place won't get heated like equator. Okay, it won't get heated like equator. Okay, then why Delhi is hot? Tell me why Delhi is hot. You're reading newspapers, why Delhi is hot? नहीं नहीं वो भी है थोड़ा सा. That is also there थोड़ा सा, but that is not the reason why. Geography is quite interesting subject. If you learn, you will understand. Why there is a desert on the western side of India? Okay. So Delhi is hot because first there is the continentality. It is surrounded by continents. There is no seawater. There is no seawater to moderate the climate. So the hot air will be there. It won't go away. The sea won't absorb the heat. Whereas Mumbai, Chennai, Kochi, the land will heat. Obviously, the evening the cold wind from sea will come and moderate the temperature. But यहाँ पे कुछ भी नहीं है. Not even lake. All the lakes are transformed into apartments. Okay, it's very hot. Obviously, tree इतना ज़्यादा नहीं है. It's an heat island because of a lot of construction. Urban heat island. We say this term in geography. Urban heat island, fully melted tar roads. Okay, buildings. Then how will heat will reduce there? No chance. And AC, unnecessary AC from car, building, everywhere heat. More heat. There is nothing to absorb the heat. है ना? So if the heat has to absorb it, you have to build a lot of tanks, lakes, pond should be there. Trees cover should be there. Lot of trees should be there. You can create urban forest. Nothing is happening. Okay. But rather than people are doing some stupid things here. Okay. Another reason is Delhi is hot in this season because of the low winds which is coming from Rajasthan. Okay, that is why the temperature is very high. Because of this continentality, all these things, the Delhi is like that. Okay, let's come back to this. Okay, so this zone receives maximum, sunlight. It's called torrid zone. Okay, then again here there is one zone. Okay, from 66 and a half degree, there is another zone. Okay, north and south. This 66 and a half degree, these regions are called what? Frigid zone. These zones, here it's called this region is called Arctic Circle. Arctic Circle. This is called Antarctic Circle. These regions are very cold because sunlight rarely will go. Because see, can you see the slant sunlight will go? That is not heating the land. Just some kind of illumination that land won't heat it. Okay. So it's always very cool, super cool, cold. This is called frigid zone. Write it down. It's called frigid zone. This is called frigid zone. Okay. So in between the hot region and the cold region, there is some region. What is that region? What is that some region? It's called temperate zone. This is temperate zone. So between 23.5 degree to 66.5 degree, the zone is called temperate zone. Okay, here the temperature is moderate. वहां पे इतना cold भी नहीं है, इतना गर्मी नहीं है. It's moderate. That's called temperate zone. Okay, right? And another important thing here is the sunlight won't directly hit. In Delhi, the sunlight won't directly hit. It won't hit the region directly. True, that is a true fact. I'm not joking. Sunlight is coming, but it's not directly hitting. Sun rays are not directly hitting. Still, it's hot. Okay. Okay. मतलब Delhi is obviously closer to tropical zone, so थोड़ा सा है influence भी है. Okay. So and let's come back to this frigid zone. In frigid zone, obviously the sunlight won't hit the surface directly. It is very slanting. Okay. So in the summer times, you have 6 months summer, complete summer. During the 6 months, there will be light 24 hours a day. For example, what happens in Delhi when the time hits 7:30, the sun is setting right now. If you go to Tamil Nadu or Andhra Pradesh, by 6:30 the sun will set because it is in tropical zone. Because of this, subtropical climate in Delhi, the sun rays are slant. That is why the sun to set it takes 7:30. If you go to Europe, countries like Germany, the sun will set at night 1 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock. Till then, you have little amount of sunlight. But if you go to, say, Upper, let's go to this Svalbard in Arctic zone, 24 hours you have sun. Sun won't set. Sun won't set for that 24 hours. Next 6 months you'll have full sunlight. What happens in winter? Because of the tilt, sun rays won't go there. It is tilted like this, or it is tilted like this. 6 months night, 6 months continuous night, 6 months continuous day. Okay, that is why it's called as frigid zone. Okay, sunlight can influence kuch bhi nahi. Okay, you got the basics. These are all some basics. Okay, fine. Where people are there, some research purpose. Okay, some research purpose only they are there. Okay, Antarctica is there. People are there for research purpose. Think about it, na. Your hormones won't work properly. You need sunlight and darkening. For example, there is something called, what is that? Metabolic clock, human clock inside the body. One clock is there that runs without cell. Okay, that's called some clock. It's called a very good biological clock. So when it is daytime outside, your body knows it's daytime. Okay, it will produce the hormones. When it's nighttime, it will secrete melatonin, the sleep hormone. Yeah, you will sleep. But think about in Arctic, Antarctic. Okay, it's only helpful for penguins and this polar bear. Okay. I see that. They think about it. Yeah, they know about that climate in 6 months. Kumbhakarna will sleep. Huh? Nice, nice. Epics have some connection. I don't know. Some connection is always there. Right. Fine. So let's come back to this chapter. Latitudes, longitude. Okay. Um, See, this you can read. Earth. There is a bulge in the middle. Okay. Earth is not a sphere. Okay. It's a it's a geoid shape. Okay. It's a geoid shape. And the earth is rotating on a fixed axis. That imaginary axis is there, the tilted axis. It is tilted. Some axis is there, it is tilted. See, some axis is there, that is tilted. Okay, imaginary axis is there. I think what about the board? Is it audio clear? One second. Yeah, it's bigger. Fine. So let's come back to the. See, axis is there. It is slightly, another imaginary line is equator. The two divisions is called northern hemisphere. The north is called northern hemisphere. South is called southern hemisphere. Write it down. The northern area is called northern hemisphere. South is called southern hemisphere. Okay. Where we are living? We are living in. Oh my God. We are living in northern hemisphere. You are correctly saying wrong. You are correctly saying wrong. I mean, I used to joke this in my native language. Okay. So I'll tell you some interesting fact about northern and southern hemisphere. Okay, you know the sink, na sink, water sink. Okay, put a lot of water in the sink. Pour a lot of water in the sink. It will rotate in anti-clockwise direction. Thoda sa clockwise direction. Yeah, clockwise direction. Okay, clockwise direction. But the same water, when you pour it in the southern hemisphere, it rotates in anti-clockwise direction. It's true. I'm not joking. Okay, there is equator. Na equator is running in different places. Okay, for example, Congo. If you go to Congo, there is a place called Equator Line, tourist place. That side is North Equator, this side is South Equator. So they have kept two, what is that, wash basin or sink. If you pour water, one will rotate in clockwise, other will rotate in anti-clockwise. True. Okay. That is because of Coriolis rules that we will discuss in the upcoming classes. Okay. So that's equator, north, and so all these lines are called parallel lines. From equator, we draw multiple lines. From this is equator is 0 degree latitude. Like that, we are drawing 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, up to 90 degrees there. All this is called latitudes. Latitudes are parallel lines. You can say latitudes are parallels. Latitudes, okay. Parallel lines are called as latitudes. That's called parallel. That's why it's called as parallels of latitudes. Okay, parallels of latitudes. So you got it right. Can you see 0, 30, 40, 20, 60, 90, 9 like that? There's not 20, 90 degree, 80 degree north like that. 90 degree south is there. Okay. So actually 360 degrees, we are dividing it by 1/4. That's why it's called 90/90. If you just cover it, it's like a globe circle. You know, a circle is 360. North, south. So that's why they are saying, for example, if you read this example, for example, both the Chandrapur in Maharashtra and Belo Horizonte in Brazil are located in 20 degree latitude. Both are located in 120 degree. How to differentiate? One is 20 degree north, and the other one is 20 degree south. Okay, right? So Chandrapur 20 degree north, whereas Belo Horizonte is located 20 degrees south. Okay, so what are the important parallels of latitude? We have already discussed. Importance of parallels of latitude. The equator is there. Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn. The Tropic of Cancer is 23.5 degree north. Capricorn is 20 degree and half degree south. And Arctic Circle is 66.5 degree north. Antarctic Circle is at 66 degree south. Okay, these zones are called torrid zone, where high temperature. Temperate zone, medium temperature, moderate temperature. Frigid zone, extreme cold temperature. Okay, so these are all, as I say, in the torrid zone, the sunlight will hit the surface directly, so there is a lot of heating. The earth will get heated. But in temperate zone, the temperature is moderate, so it won't get heated that much. Whereas in frigid zone, that sunlight will never fall. It's only slanting. So it is always cold. That's why you have permafrost. Write it down. What is permafrost? Search homework for you. Permafrost. Search permafrost. Okay, search what is permafrost, and also search what is glacier. Where is glacier located? You know glacier, what is a glacier? Ice, ice which is there for a very long time. Siachen glacier, ice floor is there. Matlab, ice will happen, and for a long time it won't melt. It will be there throughout the year. The ice will be there. That's called glaciers. Himalayas has good number of glaciers. There are how many poles are there in there? How many poles are there? Two. So tell it confidently. Arctic pole, Antarctic pole. That is also called third pole. What is the third pole? They used to say that is called the Hindu Kush Himalayan chain. Only in the earth, only here you have lot of ice after Arctic and Antarctic. After Arctic, Antarctic, you find lot of ice only where? In the third pole, that is in the Hindu Kush Himalayan region. Okay. From there only multiple rivers flows. Indus, that is Ravi, Bia, Satluj, Jalam, Ganges, Yamuna, all the rivers, many rivers. That's why it's called third poles. Glaciers are there. Okay. So here, midday sun is exactly overhead at least once a year. Okay. Matlab sunlight hit directly. Here, some thodas are decreasing. Okay. So never suns overhead beyond the Tropic of Cancer and so exactly the never shines exactly overhead. Okay. And as you move further, it goes on decreasing towards the pole. Such areas bounded by the Tropic of Cancer and the Antarctic Circle in the northern hemisphere. That's what after this, as such, the areas bounded by the Tropic of Cancer and the Antarctic Circle in the northern hemisphere and the the region between Tropic of Cancer and Antarctic Circle, Tropic of Capricorn and Arctic Antarctic. That is called temperate. Okay, where the temperature is moderate, sun rays or slant. Okay. And the same way, areas lying north of Antarctic Circle. I mean, these all things are we discussed. These are called frigid zone because the rays are always slanting and provide less heat. Okay, right? Next is what is longitudes? Longitudes are imaginary longitudinal lines. Okay, how many longitudes are there? A 180 degree. Okay, like this. That is, it starts from zero, two sides. This side 180, that side 180. Okay, same. If you cut the apple half, this side 180, this side 180. Zero in between. This side 180 and that side 180. That's called. Okay. So 0, 30, 60, 90. That is here west and east. So there we saw north and south were in latitudes. In longitudes, it's west and east. So what is the need for longitude? You tell me now. What is the need for longitude? Time zone और क्या है? Exact location. Very good. For example, this is one latitude. Okay. In this latitude, Ahmedabad is there. Tripura is also. मतलब Tripura capital क्या है? Let's say Tripura capital क्या है? What is the capital? Okay, capital of Tripura. I couldn't recollect. Okay, Manipur, Imphal, Agartala, Tripura. Let's say Ahmedabad and Agartala are on the same latitude. How will you differentiate? Longitude will differentiate. It will tell exactly which latitude and longitude. So when someone shares the location, they are sharing latitude and longitude to us. But for us, we cannot see because nowadays technology is so fine. It just gives a mark. We just click the link and we'll go. But the coordinates, we say it as coordinates in military grade. They say it as they say exact latitude, longitude with the minutes. Minutes are इससे छोटा है, latitude से छोटा, longitude से छोटा. Okay, so that it gives an exact location. So longitude is specifically designed to find the exact location because in a latitude there are multiple cities in one latitude. Okay, one of the important longitude. What is that longitude? There is one important longitude. What is that longitude? Greenwich. Meantime, it's called as prime meridian. Okay. So let's go back to our board first. Okay. Again, this Earth. Okay. So now we are going to see what is longi longitudes. 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 Okay. Longitudes. Okay. I'm right. Longitudes. So the center one is called 0 degree. Okay. And like this, they have multiple things. It goes up to 180 degree west. Here it goes up to 180 degree east. But they fixed one longitude as an important latitude. That's called 0 degree latitude. It's called what is called as prime meridian. Prime meridian. Okay, prime. Why they choose the particular? Where it is located? The prime meridian. It is located in obviously Greenwich. Why they choose the Greenwich? Why they choose the Greenwich? Because British was ruling the almost 80% of the globe, so they made Greenwich as an important place. From there, the latitude, separates. And one of the another important thing is these latitudes are also used to calculate a local time. So the Greenwich we call it as zero meridian, or called as prime meridian. Okay, it is also useful for calculating time. For example, what is India's standard time? IST international India standard time. GMT plus 5:30. Okay, if you travel from here, India is 5 hours 30 minutes far. That is 5:30 hours in that direction. Okay, like that. They choose the Greenwich because in Greenwich there was some observatory was there, some kind of research station, and obviously British was ruling. That's why they choose the Greenwich. If India was ruling, they would have put Calcutta, Delhi, or Chennai, or whatever it is. Okay, so that time British, so that's why it fixed and it becomes a history. Okay, our time also calculated in that way. Okay, accordingly we calculate local time, but India we don't have time. So this is that. That's why this long. So let's see something about longitudes. Okay, what are longitudes? See to fix the position of a place, it is necessary to know something more than a latitude of that place because latitude won't give an exact location. For example, that Tonga Islands in the Pacific Ocean and Mauritius Islands in the Indian Ocean are situated in same longitude, that is 20 degree south. In this 20 degree south, here it is Tonga Island, here it is Mauritius. But what differentiates? How to find the exact location? When you have longitudes, it will give exact location. Now, in order to locate them precisely, we must find how far east or how far west from the places given line of a reference. Okay, from North Pole or whatever it is. These lines are a reference are called as meridians of longitude or longitude. Okay, fine. And the distances between them are measured in degrees of longitude. Each degree is further divided into minutes and minutes into seconds. So this longitude 180, 0 to 180 is there. Inside that they have divided this as minute, 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, like that up to 180. Okay. So inside the minute there are seconds, minute divisions. Okay. They are semicircles and the distance between them decreases steadily polewards until it becomes zero at the poles. Okay, move towards. Unlike parallels of latitude, the meridians are of equal length. All the longitudes are equal. I think these are all basics. So the one which passes through British Royal Observatory is called prime meridian. That's called a zero. The value is 0 degree longitude. From it we count 180 degree eastward as well as westward. 180 degree westward. The prime meridian divide the earth into two equal halves, the eastern hemisphere and again western. So we don't use the eastern hemisphere, western hemisphere, but from the 0 degree, this side is called west hemisphere, that side is called east. So when you say west, it is western hemisphere. When you say east, it is east. Matlab in history, geography, we say na western countries are countries which are located mostly on the western. Not everyone. So some countries, for example, Germany, France, will come on the east. That doesn't mean, but in general, I'm saying, and that's for a reference. Okay. So that is western and eastern hemisphere. Okay. That's what 180 degree east and 180 degree west. Okay. Now look at the grid of parallels of latitude and longitude on the globe. You can locate any point on the. So when you have this latitude and longitude, you can exactly find a precise location. This many latitude, this many longitude, this many minute, this many second. Okay, that's why they're giving the grid. In the grid, you can mark different places precisely. Okay, you can locate the globe very easily, latitude, longitude. For example, Dubri in Assam is situated at 26 degree north latitude and 90 degree east longitude. Find out the point where the two lines cut each other. Okay, and to understand clearly the equidistant, blah 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 blah, we name A, B, C, D. Okay, okay. Some examples here. Now this is international standard time. Okay. So again, what should I do? Yes. Okay. Something is there. Now rotate. Yeah, it's here. Oh, can you see this now? Okay. So where is the prime meridian? Okay. Greenwich prime meridian. Okay. England. Okay. So this is the place of prime meridian, 0 degree. Okay. So this side it is keep on, the time is keep on increasing because it is east. Why it is? Because the sun rises in the east. Enough. So the first sunrise will hit the land of rising sun, Japan. That's why it's called plus. So it is like after that only slowly the west side of the earth will come. So all these are plus. Plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4. Exactly at 5:30. India's Indian Standard Time. So write down IST is 5:30 or 5.5 degree east. 5.5 degree what? East side. That is India's standard time. India's standard time is measured at 5.5 degree east. Okay. Now small homework for you. Find out the cities that cuts through the Indian standard time. Write down homework for you. Find out the cities that cut through Indian standard time. Important cities, important things. Okay. It was asked once in preliminary. I think Mysore will come. We check anyway, but I'm not very sure. Allahabad will come. Okay, fine. And okay, so this side. So again, this side, what happens from the 0 degree? All this are goes in minus. Okay, because the sun arrives later. After the Greenwich, it goes at -1, -2, -3, -5 up to 12. Okay. Can you see an important line here between this North America and Russia? There is a bent line. Can you see why the line is bent? Why the line is bent? That line is called international date line. Write it down. That line is called international date line. International date line. That is exactly between. That is between. It is in Bering Strait. It is in Bering Strait between North America and Russia. Between North America and Asia, whatever. That international date line is not a straight line. It is a bent. Equator is a straight line. Latitude is a straight line. Longitude is a straight line. IST is a straight line, but the international date line is bent. Why? Why it is bent? One country, yes, that is scattered. So in order to accommodate, they draw a bent line. Or else, if you put a straight line, one country, this side they'll have one time, that side they'll have a different time. That comes in different latitudes and I mean timings, different time zones. Okay. Now another important thing. Okay. Now I am flying from India to America. Specifically, I'm flying from Mumbai. Okay, New Delhi. We are in Delhi. We are flying from New Delhi to New York. What happens? Today, what is the time? What is the day? Tell me now, what is the day? 31st. Nice day, no? 31st May. Uh, May 6 p.m. What is this here? 36 May 6 p.m. I am boarding a flight from International Airport of Indira Gandhi Airport. What is that? Indira Gandhi Airport. IG Airport from Delhi. I'm traveling to America. Usually, you can travel via multiple routes are there. You go to Dubai, either you go to Frankfurt, then you will travel to America. Okay. You tell me what happens. When will you reach? 18 hours. Yes. 18 hours. Why? Somebody came. Okay. 18 hours, you know? 18 hours traveling time. You open your Google and tell me what is the time now in America. Time now in New York City. Tell me the time in New York City. Right. I mean, Google search time in New York City. 6 7:52 a.m. What's the date? Okay, 31st May है ना? 7:52 a.m. Okay, so I'm going to travel from India. That is from here to New York is here. Let's say. Okay. So now what is happening? No, after 18 hours travel, I'll reach at uh, let's say 7:52 p.m. Okay, on 31st May. 31st May, na? Yes or no? You have it is what is the time now in America? 7:52 a.m. Huh. 31st May. Add 18 hours. 18 hours. 18 and 8 it will be next day. Next day. 12 hours is wait. 1:30. Okay, okay. So fine. Okay. Flight is faster than 12 hours. It will be. Okay, let's put it as 12 hours. Travel time is 12 hours. Let's take like 7:30 p.m. Same 7:52. Same 7:52 p.m. You will land in America. So the time is what? 7:52 p.m. What is the date? 31st May. Now calculate the time here. 12 hours from here. What happens? 6 a.m. It is 1st June in India. Okay. So what happens to you? You are gaining a day. You are gaining a day. Actually, what happened here? Uh, So you traveled from east to west. You traveled from east to west. You traveled from east to west. What happens? You gain a day. So write it down. When you travel from east to west, you are gaining a day. When you travel from west to east, what you are losing a day. Okay, you are losing a day. Actually, if you take a private jet, you will reach in less than 12 hours. If you take a private jet, you can. So my friend used to give a different idea. See, I'll give you a different idea. You can reach very fastly. Even you can save your aeroplane fuel. What, Ari? You're a pilot. I was asking you. You used to drive aeroplane or what? No, no, yeah. I do everything because you always have some friends now. They are very confident. Okay, what he told, you take the aeroplane, you fly at a high altitude. You fly, but fly slowly. What happens? The earth rotates, na? The earth is rotating. Wait for America to come. When America comes, get down. सही है ना? You take the flight, you go to. He gave an excellent idea. Airport air fuel charges are less, so you can save your time. But why that is not happening? Huh? That question. You have some answer why that is not happening. Why we have to इतना मेहनत करने के why you need a pilot? You need a simple pilot. You the earth is rotating at a very fast rate now. It runs at some 36,000 kilometers per hour or something like that. In that case, you need to just fly. The earth will rotate and you can get down. Why? If you're traveling to Japan, okay, the earth is rotating in this direction. You travel, but America is coming. Now the earth is rotating. Why you have to travel? Why you have to going towards America? Why? There is always this concept called gravity. You cannot escape the gravity. For escaping gravity, you have to do multiple things. So your aeroplane won't. All the objects will be pulled by that. You're moving against the gravity, so you have to travel like that. So another place won't come just like that. Got the idea, no? So here, when you travel from east to west, you gain a day. When you are traveling from America to India, what happens? You are losing a day. Minus day. You are losing a day. Here it is 7:55 a.m. If you took a 12-hour flight, what you will do? You will reach Delhi. Okay, but in Delhi, um, time after 12 hours, what is the time? It will become 6 a.m. tomorrow. Here, the time will be 1st of June. Here it will be, it would be still 31st May. So you are losing a day. Okay, you got the idea, right? So I think those things are there in the next. So this kind of questions UPSC used to ask here. Earlier they used to ask, but nowadays if you go to before 10 years, 12 years, they were used to ask. All the bureaucrats we are seeing today, now they solved this type of questions, funny questions. Okay. Time, longitude and time. Okay, time is associated with the longitude. Okay, not latitude. Okay, measuring time is the movement of Earth, Moon, planets regularly, timekeeper throughout the world. Okay, shadow of the sun, shortest noon, longest sunrise, sunset. So the prime meridian of Greenwich has the sun at the highest point in the sky. Along this meridian, we'll have midday, noon, or sun. Earth is rotating from west to east. That's why it is plus this side minus this side. Okay, on the Greenwich, all these are okay. You can read it here. All basic things only. The local time of places are different. For example, India, this is 82.5 degree east. Okay, definitely Mysore is not coming. Allahabad will come. Okay. So from here we are calculating the time. But what happens is there is a area called northeastern India. So for us right now, what it is, 7:30 the sun is going to set in Delhi. Probably in Chennai, Andhra Pradesh, the time sun is going to set at 6:30. For example, if you go to Ledo, Ledo is there in Assam, India's last railway station. The sun sets at 4:30. By now, by now it would be dark. People would be preparing dinner. Like, children will be having dinner now. Because east, east outdoor eye. So that is why we need local time. For example, in America, you have three local time. Russia has 11 local time because I think it's not bad. But India to maintain that unity, okay, unity in diversity. Even if it is dinner for you, we will have only chai, okay, rusk, because we are all unity in diversity. Okay, because it will create a divisive concept. Now already northeast there is a lot of fights going on. That is why we don't have wanted to have. But in British time there was a time called garden tea time. Okay, that time is followed in northeast. Still they are asking please provide a local time because so that we can the workers will come on time early. The sun rises at 6 o'clock. They'll all go to work because the sun rises at 4:35. Okay, and 5:30 it will sunset dark. So we need different time, but somehow they are managing. Okay, so that is given in okay. Um, can standard time. Okay. For example, Russia has 11 standard times. Okay. Okay. The value of prime meridian is 0 degree. The frigid zone lies near poles. The total number of longitudes are 360. 180 plus 180, 360. Okay. The Arctic Circle is located in Arctic Circle. Antarctic Circle is located in where? Southern Hemisphere. Okay. Fine. Okay. This is all about this chapter. Okay. We'll take a small break for now. Okay.